Kindle. Here, meet everyone. I just want to do a quick little video that I intended to do literally like 3 months ago, and I totally forgot about. Um, Things have been kind of crazy. I actually got fired about a month and a half ago, so it was kind of all in that um, shuffle of life. Uh, which is why I only have the one monthly subscription box that I want to show you guys today. Um, Everything's fine. I'm just kind of in that the universe will work itself out. And it's fine. Luckily, my fiance has a job and is actually in the process of getting a better job. And I think I am on the verge of getting a job. Um, I have a feeling about it. So this box I actually found on Romany's Realm. Her channel, she does a she does a couple of different monthly subscription boxes, but this one is called the Pagan Box, and it is by the Crystal Chakra, and they are over in the UK. So it took a little while to get here, and I think actually one of them got lost. This is actually the second box they sent me, and they were awesome. So I totally recommend this company and this box. They started a theme starting in January. I think they've been around for maybe about a year. But they started kind of a theme to the Pagan boxes in January, which was every month you were going to get one thing to get to put on your altar, as kind of like the basic tools that one should have on their altar. So I think the first month they did a really pretty altar cloth. February, which is this month, they focus on the pentacle, which I was actually really pleasantly surprised about because that was like that's my favorite part. So I believe, if I can remember, like I said, it's been about 4 months or 3 months, because it's now the middle of May, and this was on my desk in my old office, my home office, so I just totally forgot about it. I believe it's about, I think it comes out to be right about $25. I think it's like 21 euros or something like that. So I think that comes out to be right around $25, which for a monthly subscription box is kind of average. It's run of the mill. I know there's another one called the Sabbath box, which I am looking into, and that one you actually get one every 45 days. So basically every, major or minor Sabbath, you get a box, and it's $40, and it's a little more intensive. You pretty much get items to help you celebrate and worship on that Sabbath. I just looked at the video, and Sabbath Box is here. They're here on YouTube. They have a channel, and they go through every month, or like every Sabbath box, basically what you get in it. And I think that's really cool. I do like the ones where you kind of get to be surprised, but if I'm going to spend $40 on something, I would like to know what is going to be in the box, because obviously there's not that much different between $25 and $40, but you'd be surprised. So it comes in a little box, and it's really, there isn't any stickers or anything on it, which is nice. I know I just watched a couple videos about people not receiving things and not being sent out, things that like have pentacles and stuff on them. So I think that they do a really good job of, kind of, I don't want to say hiding, because then that makes me feel like it's something bad, but, not putting out there like, hey, this might go against your religious beliefs, or anything. I don't know. But anyways, it comes in a little box. It's like that. It's really cool. So awesome. On the inside, they do put a sticker that just says Pagan Box, which that is kind of cool, because that's kind of, I don't know, it's just one of those fun little things. So inside you get a you get a little note that basically talks about February's box. This month we'll talk about the pentacle, it says. And then it gives a little kind of information about the pentacle, about why it's used on the altar. They do a little bit, they just have a little paragraph about like kind of the basics of, this a pentacle versus pentagram and all that kind of stuff. And then it kind of gives you all, all of the, I forget what they're called. Everything that relates to the month of February. I forget what they're called. But, so it tells you the birthstone, the ruling planet, the flower, lucky numbers, and the lucky day. So then on the back, which is cool, it'll tell you the events in February. And I know because I just watched the video that Romney's Realm put on about the May box, that they started, or the April box, maybe, I don't know. They started including things that were basically like the beginning of the month in the previous month's box. So, for instance, if I was buying the June box, they would send me the June box, and then along with all the events in June, they would also put like the first half month's events in July, which was cool because it was something that I think a couple people had brought up, kind of by the time you get your box, it's usually a week or a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks into that month. So there are a couple things like the 2nd of February is Imbolc. Obviously, I didn't get this and I had trouble getting this. But usually, you might not get it until at least the 5th or the 6th or something like that. So they kind of included stuff that, you can kind of prepare for it in the previous month's box. If that makes sense. Now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of rambled on it. But anyways. So it has a bunch of events in the month of February, and then it has the products in the box. And then they kind of give, a little bit of like everything can be purchased on their site and all that kind of stuff. So, and the paper actually is a really nice paper. So you can, if you got them, if you got basically starting in January every month, you could keep these in your book of shadows because it's not just like type paper. It's kind of a nicer, thicker paper. So you get that. So I'll just kind of go down the line of what was included. So, okay. So the first thing is in Nature's Pentagram Tea Light Holder, which I love. It looks like this. And it is so, so cute. So, the wood's really pretty too. It's a little bit more fragile. It's not a super thick wood. You can kind of see it right there. But it's just really pretty. And this is also, they made, it's a circle so that this little vase fits in there. But I watched a couple other people that have this, that got the boxes, and they said, you could even put stones in here. You could take out the tea light, keep the little glass guy in there, and put stones in there if you didn't want to just put them straight in. But it's really cute. You could hang it. I mean, you could just hang it like that on the wall. It'd be really cute. Or you could probably hang it with this guy in there. But I don't really know why you would. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but, and then you have another little vase of tea light. So that was super cute. And this is the altar representation of, the pentacle. So that was kind of the big item. Then you also got a bloodstone. And it's cool. They put a little index or a little like businessy card thing in there to say kind of what it is. It's for cleansing. It says calms the mind, dispels confusion, and enhances the decision-making process. Effective aid to revitalization. That's a big word. Me not being employed. It's just my smarts have just gone down the drain. And it's a really pretty bloodstone. It's really pretty. So, and it's big, which is nice. So you get, oh, and now it's on the floor. You get that. They also included a little love spell, which they gave you the spell, and they also gave you the ingredients to do the spell, which includes a little piece of paper, a pretty good sized rose quartz, and then a tea light. So that's the rose quartz in there compared to the tea light. I mean, it's right here. It's pretty good size. Especially just to put on your altar. It's not something super huge, you know. So they gave you that. They also gave you 2 really pretty unscented red pillar candles that are both the same size. I love it. And they're probably, let's see, about 9 inches. About 8.5 inches. So pretty good size. And then the last thing they give you is, I think they usually always give you some kind of incense. So this month they gave you the love incense. And I just love it because it has 2 little kitties on it right here, which I think is adorable. It doesn't say the scent that is in these. I would assume some kind of rose. They are handcrafted in India. So they are Indian, which, I mean, I don't know, it sounds like it's like anything not from India is bad. Quality-wise, I guess, it's always good if something is made. So let's see. And you get 20 of them. Ooh. Just by opening the package. They're really kind of fresh. I think rose is obviously, and they're really pretty red. They're really light. I would not usually think that. Some of the, and maybe it's just the incense that I have had. Some of the incense that I've had that has been like love spelly wise are really heavy. But this one, it's actually really light. It's a little, I don't know, it's interesting. We'll see. Oh, I also wanted to say, the love spell is not technically a love spell. It is in that it's not a spell to have someone fall in love with you and, you know, mismatch their fate and what they're destined to do in the world. This is basically a spell that can be used to attract love to you or strengthen a love, you know, a love bond. So the bond with your partner, the bond, you know, with family, something like that. So it's not just a straight up, I'm going to write down Joe's name on, you know, my piece of paper and he's going to fall in love with me. Not going to happen. It's basically something to, you know, I would, if I felt inclined, I would write my fiance's name on the piece of paper and then it would just strengthen our bond together. So I thought that was really cool that they made that clear in the spell, that this isn't, you know, I hate saying teenage love spell, but I think that's kind of what it is. It's not like we're in middle school or high school and we want, you know, Joey to ask us to the prom. I don't know why I keep using the word Joey. Joe, Joey, I don't know. I have a couple friends named Joe. My sister's boyfriend's name's Joe. I don't know. Maybe it's just like, you know, Joe Public. Isn't that what his name's? Anyways. So that is it. So if you, like I said, if you're interested in this, it's Crystal Chakra. That is the, you can see, there we go. That is the store's name. And they do have an online, I don't know if they have a full online store. I'm pretty sure they do, but I know that how I signed up to get Pagan Box was through the online store. So, yeah, that's it. I'm so glad that I am able to bring you guys some videos again because I have been neglecting my duties. I am going to do a video probably today um, that is about my altar and my kind of sacred space. So I'm going to do that as well. So anyways, I will see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful day. And yeah, happy blessings. Bye, guys.